From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
From the 38, Brady. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Well, it's a question that's been asked over and over and over, but, CD, I'll pose it to you anyway. What do you have to do defensively to stop Tom Brady?
It's one of the great questions in the NFL, and there are a ton of defensive coaches who are retired at this point because they tried to stop Tom Brady and couldn't get it done. You've got to have excellent defenders, guys who can stick to their men like glue, because he's so good at finding those open receivers and then putting the ball into tight windows and completing passes downfield.
These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
A shotgun give to Fournette. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
It's caught by Mike Evans.
And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
Just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Now it's Brady. He'll buy some time right. This is caught by Evans. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Fournette.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
On the ground, this is Michel, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Sony Michel, his 4th touchdown on the year, and the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
First down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the Falcons getting the road victory in that one, so they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Atlanta.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Ryder.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Second and 5.
Here's a give to Fournette.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a play fake. Brady. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Second and 10. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady.
That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 41-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A handoff to Fournette. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Wait, 20.
Fournette, a first down carry. Big hole up the middle, and he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll make the score 14-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now they'll run on the draw. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
2nd and 8. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Looking to throw. Ryder. He rifles one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Fournette once more on 2nd down. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs continue to pull away here in this first half.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Falcons, nothing.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Big stop, let's go.
Back to throw. Ryder. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant.
Hands it off out of the gun. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play completion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Off play action. Ryder. Buying time to his left. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And from down in Miami, an update. The Dolphins have added on, and they seem to be pulling away in that one.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And now a timeout defensively. After that first down play, so they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
He's not going to get me. 45, 45. Mike, 45. Watch the pass. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Now Leonard Fournette. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go? Well, into a sea of defenders have intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Brady. And this will be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Shotgun now for Brady. Goes right side, complete to Gronk. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
They'll run with Fournette. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Fournette. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 69 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Here we go, D.
Now Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. John Kaminsky got him down defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, now Brady. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Chris Godwin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs open the lead up to 34-0. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more.
Buccaneers 35, Falcons nothing.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
45's the mic. 45's the mic. All day defense.
On 2nd and 7, Mariota flush to his right.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this third quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Bucks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it is 42-0.
Falcons nothing. Josh Lambeau sets to kick off.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
And he is out of bounds here on the return.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Eight yards to go on 2nd down.
Play fake. Mariota rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Jamel Dean.
And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd down, back to Fournette.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, As many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape. With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
A first down run there by Fournette as he'll get this forward for a gain of about 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
In your face. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Check 45 the mic. Check 45 the mic.
On third down, Fournette. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. This from 36 yards out. And Lambeau will put this one through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth-quarter hole. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Falcons on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
I got you.
Off the play fake, Mariota. Forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Complete to Zacchaeus. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
45.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Escaping the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And now off to the races down the right side. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. The drive starts with a completion, left side. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Throwing, Mariota. Being chased out left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 45 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Mariota. He completes it to Beckham. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. One last shot now for Mariota. Flushed out right. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these plays mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to